joining me again today. I am going to be talking about my new cut file today, and it is the word magic. So if you would like to get to this cut file, please watch until the end, and then I'll show you, or I'll let you know how to get the cut file. If you haven't watched my other videos in this series of when I released my other cut files, go and watch the other videos in this series, and then you'll be able to see what cut files there are, and then you'll be able to choose whichever ones you want. And yes, I am not going to be putting a time limit on these cut files, so you can just email me whenever you want with whichever cut file you want, and I'll email you back as soon as I can. So I am going to be using the Heritage from Maggie Holmes collection. I am using this collection to scrapbook this series of photos of us taken in the desert. So and that is why I'm using all these cut files with all the same photos taken from the same place, because I want some continuity within my album. And I will do an album share once everything is finished, and then you'll be able to see all the cut files together in their glory. So I am going to be using lots of floral bits in this layout, that little butterfly, and you can see that I bent the edges of the butterfly upwards, and I just stuck down the little body of the butterfly, and that sort of causes the little wings to flap upwards. I am also going to be putting a vellum piece top right of behind the photo, and that just gives it a little something a little sketchy, something a little wispy, and then also brings in some more circular elements. The flowers bring in a lot of circular elements to this layout. I'm using the sticker book a lot because there's lots of florals in this in it. So I decided that I'm going to keep this layout to the bottom half of my page and not go over to the top of the page, and just sort of trying to space the flowers and arrange the flowers, you know, that they look scattered. I didn't want to put two pink or two orange or two blue flowers next to each other, and I do get out my little baggie with past Maggie Home kits, and this flower, this chipboard flower, I'm not sure from which collection it is, but it's a Maggie Holmes collection, and I do bring out lots of my different Maggie Holmes collections for this, for scrapping this this album of mine, because I mean, if you're a Maggie Holmes fan, you know that all the collections sort of match. You can mix and match and cross over to different collections. I love the fact that this collection has this little sticker book with all these vellum flower stickers, and with the little leaves. You know, it gives you a lot of leeway to do and compose your little your scrapbook page as much as you want. So I know these gold flowers are from Flourish, not flowers, leaves are from it's from Flourish, and I do stick them down with some liquid glue. I'm not fussed about the fact that the liquid glue might show through, because it's going to dry and it's going to be clear, and you're not really going to see the glue behind it in any case. So I decided I wanted to pop this cut file up on some foam squares, and my foam squares are too big. The cut file's little edges are too small, so I am going to be cutting my foam squares in half, and this did take a while. So I'm going to be fast forwarding, and ta-da, there you go. It's all happening. I only stuck the foam squares to the bottom half of the cut file because the top half overlapped over that chipboard piece, and I could stick the cut file over the chipboard pieces, and then it would all be the same level all around. And the bits that wouldn't be stuck on chipboard, I just stuck down with some more foam squares. There you go, and now everything is wonderful. I decided I'm not going to be backing this cut file because I love the floral bits. It's a very dainty layout, and this word magic just it looks so delicate with the flowers and the little reef at the bottom, at the top right hand corner of the of the photo, and everything looks so dainty, you know, for us girls. Yes, I might be stepping on some feminist toes at the moment. You know, girls aren't just dainty. Anyway. So yes, so I'd like to think we are. I don't know. Anyway, I kind of take pride in the fact that we are dainty and men aren't. Anyway, so I'm going to be using some just some wet glue to stick everything down, and then some Heidi Swapp Color Shine to splat over those edges that are a bit bare. And I don't mop up the Color Shine. I let the page dry by itself, and it takes a couple of hours, but those splats look amazing. But this is it. Please email the word magic to lesliescutfiles@gmail.com, and I will send you this cut file. Bye.